Brakate Hawa, Brakate Awashai, Brakate Hawa, Brakate Awashai, Brakate Hawa, Brakate Awashai. Kahalayam La Banawa Yehawa, Ba'ashem Awashai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Giving double honor to the elder apostles, elder bishops, and brothers on down at the Great Millstone, who teaches doctrine and fair truth and sincerity, and also to the other brothers outside of Great Millstone that are part of the body that is teaching the likewise doctrine. Shalom to you all. Shalom to the elect, men, women, and children. This is your brother Rabbi Yamyan, here to share another lesson. The title of this lesson is World's Richest 1% Have Enough to End Annual Global Poverty 22 Times Over. Now, when you look at the state of the world right now, you have the wars, you have the animals that are becoming extinct, either by Esau killing them or because the environment have become so harsh to them that they die, whether the birds fall from the sky, like the fishes, the whales, they die in the sea, or the ones that are big and strong enough to make it to the shore, they beach themselves. Right? All these things could be ended by Esau Edom, the suffering, of the people during this cost of living crisis, man. All these things, right, could be ended by Esau because Esau was given the due of the earth, the blessing, of the sword. So he has, a lot of wealth, But I'm going to read this article and show you how rich and how wicked these people are, right? This man is wicked, man, and his soul is not upright within him. I mean, how can you spray the sky with chemicals, the same air that you have to breathe? You understand what I'm saying? So this is what we are dealing with, and this is why, we need righteous rulership, over the earth once more, man. Under Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, King David, the 144,000, man. And by extension, the elect. You understand? We need righteous rulership, and this man, he needs to be taken out of power. It wouldn't be done by us, but by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai upon his return. So, Lord, will end this quick lesson be edified unto the elect. It calls you to fear Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and call upon him for your daily bread, right? Because relying upon Esau would be to your end, man. You know what I'm saying? The Most High give this man his blessing for a particular time, but he is getting ready to lose that blessing. All right, so you don't want to be caught on the wrong side of this thing. You know what I'm saying? When the Most High accelerate things to the point of no return. So here we go. By The Guardian, it says the super rich billionaires' wealth surged 6.5 trillion over the past decades. Oxfam reports real term gains of 33.9 trillion for world's richest 1%, enough to end annual global poverty 22 times over. Right? And all they have to do is give a small percentage of their wealth to get it done. But would they do it? No, because they are the wicked. It says the wealth of the world's 3,000 billionaires has surged by $6.5 trillion in real terms over the past decade, according to Oxfam, equivalent to 14.6% of global output. The richest 1% of the global population have gained at least 33.9 trillion in real terms. which the charity said was enough to end global poverty 22 times over. The figures come as various governments face growling calls to introduce a wealth tax on the international elite, and the scriptures speak about it in book 1 Timothy 6 and 17. And I'll grab that really quick. It says, 1 Timothy 6 and 17, it says, charge them that are rich in this world, that they be not high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches, but in the living power, who giveth us richly all things to enjoy. So let's go into that word, high-minded. And it says to be proud, biblical or outline of biblical usage, to be proud, high-minded. And when you go into Strong's definition, it says to be lofty in mind, arrogant. Right? So proud. And Esau is a proud man. The majority of wealth of this world is held by Esau, Edom. Right? That's how you know who the wicked is. The international elite, as they say, as they call them, of these European nations, Amalek, Esau, and the other nations. It says in the UK, the number of billionaires has grown sharply from 15 in 1990 to 165 in 2024, according to separate figures from the Equality Trust, which found their average wealth rose by more than 1,000% over the same period. Billionaires pay effective tax rates close to 0.3% of their wealth, well below what the average workers contribute, Oxfam said. So you see, the ones that is earning more, they tax less. But you, once you get a little, raise or whatever, they put you in a different tax bracket. And what they do? They tax you more. By paying more stress, on you. This is just a reminder of who the wicked is. This is Job chapter 9 and verse 24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, right? The son of perdition. Esau, Edom, he covered the faces of the judges thereof, right? He said that he is King Solomon, he is King David, he is Yahushua, he is Moses. These are the judges and prophets in our culture and in our history. If not, where and who is he? Who is in charge? The international elite. They have all the wealth, the 1%. This is what the scriptures is talking about, man. Alright? Right? And they pay well below the average worker contribution. And this is why people are crying right now. So you see how the scriptures are alive and they speak the truth. This is Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And the people are in mourning right now because they can't get a fair shake because the wicked is in rulership right now. And this is Esau Edom. But I wanted to go back and read something in 1 Timothy But in the NLT, I think I forgot something. 6 and 17. Yeah, this is NLT's 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 17. It says, "Teach those who are rich in this world not to be proud and not to trust in their money, which is so unreliable, but Salakia, their trust should be in the Most High, who richly give us all we need for our enjoyment." Right? See, Most High is a power of you know, balance. But they don't trust in the Most High. They trust, in their riches. It says the charity call on the UK to work with other governments to oppose extreme inequality, with private wealth growing 8 times faster than the net wealth of governments between 1995 and 2003. Rachel Noble is a senior policy advisor at Oxfam, said the government is in danger of careering way off course on international development if it does not recommit to proven approaches to tackle poverty through public investment and fair taxation. Notice they're not really fixing the roads up like they used to, right? They're no longer investing in children education like they used to. They are preparing for a control and dystopian society through the MOTB, right? That implantable device. You understand? So all these vacationing, they see a lot of people doing all this stuff, is getting ready to come to an end, man. All right. It says the government must fairly tax the trillions of pounds that are locked away in the bank accounts of the super rich and prioritize the fight against inequality, gender oppression, and the climate crisis. You see, these officials that people elect, they have people over them, right? Yeah, they may do little things to help the people, but they are not really there to help them. They are there to carry out the actions of the global elite. Right? This is why your bills don't go down once it go up. This is why your gas prices don't go below $1 since it has been up. This is why you no longer get raises and stuff like you used to. But corporate wealth, right? And I read an article where profitability, right, for these large companies has went up, right? So people are still working hard to increase productivity. That's what I meant. Productivity has went up, but people paychecks, right, has not generously, receive the rewards of that productivity. Who hands it went into? It went into Esau, Edom, and Amalek hands, man. All right. And this is why, we pray for the Lord to come and change things, because who want to stay here and, go through Esau rule, and it's all wickedness, and he's getting worse all the time. Every day he's getting worse. Okay. It says last year, Spain, Brazil, Germany, and South Africa signed a notion at the G20 for a minimum 2% tax on the super rich to reduce inequality and raise public funds. Forecasts on its potential impact vary, but a study by leading French economist Gabriel Zucman found that it could net up to 250 billion in extra revenue, and they'll get that money back somehow. That money does not go to the people. This is why when you see, like a hurricane or something happen, and you have all these agencies show up, right? You know, hurricane relief or wherever, tornado relief, uh, or what have you. The people condition really don't move in a way where they get their homes back, things are being built, so on and so forth. The majority of the money goes into the hands of these organizations. It says 4 countries have called on governments to support the campaign, saying that a levy on the ultra wealthy would complement negotiations on the taxation of the digital economy and ongoing efforts to bring in a global minimum corporate tax of 15% for multinational businesses. All right. It says ministers of Spain, Brazil, Germany, and South Africa have argued that there would need to be steps to counter the use of the tax havens, and a levy would be designed to prevent evasion by billionaires who choose to live in, for example, Monaco or Jersey, but make their money in bigger economies such as UK or France. Spain's economic minister Carlos Siopo said during a visit to London last November that the world's richest countries needed to be brave, saying recent elections have shown citizens were demanding redistribution of wealth. A survey by Oxfam found that 86% of people supported paying for public services by closing loopholes that allow wealthy individuals and corporate and large corporations to use tax haven. The government was approached for comment. Yeah, man, this man is never satisfied. It is such a good thing that when you have to be charitable. The Bible speak about charity, but these people they don't have that spirit on them, man. They are never satisfied. All right, and it goes into that in the book of Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, and I'm gonna read from verse 4. It says, "Behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him." Right, this is Esau, man. All right, but the just shall live by faith. So the elect on this side is gonna live by faith. All right. A lot of brothers and sisters, they're going through it. They're not feeling well in their bodies. They're working hard. They can't get a fair shake. They're working long hours and trying to make ends meet. But to what the hell Bashim Yahushua Bashim Kakadash, for giving us, our daily bread, and may we, be thankful and grateful for that, until the Lord come. Because this place is getting worse, man. It says, yea, also because he transgressed by one, he is a proud man. See, remember we went into that? Arrogance. All right? High-minded. When we read 1 Timothy 6:17, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as dead, and cannot be satisfied. So he's not satisfied with his wealth, man. He is not satisfied with you just having a little bit to pay your bills. He want to take that too. All right? But gather unto him all nations, and heap it unto him all people. Right? So Esau went into many lands, taking people lands, and possessed the people as well. He possessed us. And we are still serving this man to this day through his taxation and stuff. But Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is getting ready to bring all this to an end, man, because this earth need righteous rulership. And I'll end with this in the book of Psalms, chapter 14 and verse 1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David, it says, the fool had said in his heart, there is no God. And this is what they believe. They actually believe that the Most High is with them doing the things and the abominations that they are doing. Right? The fool said in his heart, there is no God, there is no power. Right? They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good. You understand? And this man, he's going to continue in his wickedness until the Lord come. So, they can end annual global poverty 22 times over, but they're not going to do it. Right? Because his soul which is uplifted in him is not upright. Right? We are dealing with the wicked as per Job 9 and 24, Proverbs 29 and 2. Right? So the idea is to put your trust in this man, man. You understand? He don't know how to use wealth, but in the kingdom, under Yahweh Yahushai, we're gonna show him what to do in righteousness with the wealth, and he'll be working too. Right? All the stuff that they have, they're getting ready to lose it. Esau will be your carpenter. You know what I mean? You need somebody to come and lay down concrete. Esau is going to come and do that. You know what I mean? All this lofty position that they're in right now, they're getting ready to lose, and they're getting ready to lose in a big way. So keep your spirit up, man. Continue to trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Be encouraged because Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is on his way. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is on his way. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is on his way. Until the next time, Shalom.